Hello students, I am Dr. Prakash Kaur Saluja, Assistant Professor Botany, Government DB Girls PG Autonomous College, Raipur. Today we are going to talk on the topic the production of plant secondary metabolites under the syllabus of MSc 4th semester Botany Paper 3 Unit 4. These are the content of this topic. Introduction, primary and secondary metabolites, pathway for production of secondary metabolites, function of secondary metabolites, production of secondary metabolites using cell culture, extraction of secondary metabolite and yield enhancement by transformation, immobilization, hairy root culture, elicitus, secondary metabolite release and analysis, factor affecting product yield, applications and references. Now, first of all, the introduction. What are metabolites? Metabolites are the intermediates and product of metabolism are typically characterized by small molecules with various functions. Metabolites can be categorized into primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. The chemical compound produced by plants are collectively called as phytochemicals. Primary metabolites. Primary metabolite is a kind of metabolite that is directly involved in normal growth, development and reproduction. The main primary metabolites of plant produced through the fundamental metabolic pathways such as Calvin cycle, glycolysis and Krebs cycles are the carbohydrate, proteins, lipid, nucleic acid and amino acids. Now, secondary metabolites. These are organic compounds produced by bacteria, fungi or plants which are not directly involved in the normal growth, development or reproduction of the organism. The useful natural products are synthesized through secondary metabolism, hence they are also known as secondary metabolites. The common role of secondary metabolite in plants are defense mechanism and adaptation of plants to their environment. Some secondary metabolites such as phenylpropanoid protects plants from UV damage. The secondary metabolites are derived from primary metabolism, so they do not make a basic molecular skeleton of the organism. The medicinal plants rich in secondary metabolite which constitute an important sources of microbicides, pesticides and many pharmaceutical drugs. Plant secondary metabolite represent highly economical valuable products. These are used as high value chemicals such as drugs, flavors, fragrances, insecticides, dyes, etc. Plants are rich in wide variety of secondary metabolites such as tannin, terpenoids, alkaloids, phenols and flavonoids. Possibly over 2 lakh secondary metabolite occurs in plants. More than 12,000 known alkaloids, including more than 150 families, have been identified in plants, and around 20% of species of flowering plant contain alkaloids. About 25,000 terpenoids are known as secondary compound are derived from 5-carbon precursor isopentenyl diphosphate. About 8,000 known phenolic compounds are synthesized either through cyclic acid pathway or through the malonic acid pathway. Secondary metabolites are numerous chemical compound produced by the plant cell through metabolic pathway derived from primary metabolic pathway. The common biosynthetic pathway of secondary metabolite are through acetyl coenzyme, succinic acid, malonic acid and malonic acid pathway. Main differences of primary and secondary metabolites are primary metabolites, they are participating in nutrition and metabolic processes inside the plant, whereas secondary metabolite, it influencing the ecological interaction between plants and its environment. Now, let us see the pathway for the production of secondary metabolite. As we know, secondary metabolites are derived from primary metabolism. The synthesis of intermediate compound of primary carbon metabolism are act as the precursor of secondary metabolite. The cyclic acid pathway is 7-step metabolic pathway used by fungi, algae and plants for the biosynthesis of phenolic compound by the phenolic compounds. This is phenolic compounds and aromatic amino acids which synthesize nitrogen containing secondary products, that is alkaloid. The other pathway for the production of secondary metabolite are malonic acid pathway, malonic acid pathway, malonic acid pathway which biosynthesize the phenolic compounds in fungi and bacteria. The acetate malonic acid pathway which operates in cytosol, and MEP pathway which operates in plastids. They biosynthesize the terpenes. Now, what are the functions of secondary metabolite in plants? The main function of secondary metabolites are defense, attraction and UV protection. Secondary metabolite often play an important role in plant defense against herbivores through insects, mollusks through vertebrates, and defense through microbes. It may be fungus, bacteria or viruses. They give the disease resistance to the plants and they give growth inhibition toxicity also. Third one is competing plants. To compete in extreme condition of stress, the stress may be biotic or abiotic. Competition for its own plant species or others for sunlight, for growth and for germination also. Second function of secondary metabolite, they give attraction for pollinating insects, that is pollinators, for seed dispersing animals, for root nodule bacteria and for adopted herbivores. Third function of secondary metabolite are UV protection. Plant substances like phenol and flavonoids, they protect plant against harmful UV radiations. Let us see the classes of secondary metabolites. There are main 4 classes of secondary metabolites, that is nitrogen containing alkaloids, nitrogen and sulfur containing glucosinolates, third is terpenoids and fourth one is phenols. Nicotine and cocaine, theobromine, they are nitrogen containing alkaloids. These compounds are obtained from tobacco cocoa plant. Syngrine is a nitrogen and sulfur containing glucosinolates compound which is found in the mustard, seeds of mustards, cabbage and broccoli. Terpenoids and phenols. Terpenoids, they may be monoterpenes, sesquiterpenes, diterpenes, triterpenes, tetraterpenes and terpene polymers. Phenols, they are phenolic acid, coumarins, lignans, flavonoids, tannin, and lignins. I will discuss this in the further slide. Let us see the applications of secondary metabolites. Codeine is an alkaloid produced by plant Papaver somniferum. It is commercially used in pharmaceutical industry to produce analgesic drugs. Dioxazine is a steroid obtained from Dioscorea deltoida. It is used as infertility agent in pharmaceutical industry. Quinine is an alkaloid produced by Cinchona ledgersiana. It is used in pharmaceutical industry to produce anti-malarial drugs. Digoxin, it is a glucoside obtained from the plant Digitalis lanata, used in pharmaceutical industry to produce cardiotonic drugs. Scopolamine is also an alkaloid produced by Dhatura stramonium. It is commercially used in pharmaceutical industry to produce antihypertensive drugs. Vincristine is an alkaloid produced by Catharanthus roseus. It is used as anti-leukemic or anti-cancer drugs which are produced in pharmaceutical industry. Taxol is obtained from Taxus brevifolia, used in pharmaceutical industry to produce ovarian and breast cancer drugs. Pyrethrin is produced by the plant Chrysanthemum cineifolium. It is used as insecticide obtained from Colchicum autumnale. Its pharmacological properties: antimitotic. Caffeine from Caffeia arabica, used as stimulant. Ephedrine from Ephedra gigardiana. It is work as a spasmolytic. And morphine from Papaver somniferum, used as analgesic and sedative. Papaverine extracted from Papaver somniferum, work as spasmolytic. Quinine extracted from Cinchona ledgersiana, work as antimalaria. Rasparin from Rolfia serpentine, pharmacological properties hypotensive. Vincristine and vinblastine, they are extracted from Catharanthus roseus. It used in anti-cancerous drug. Atropine from Atropa ballodina, it is work as anticholinergic. These are the some alkaloids. Hyoscyamus niger, it is a poisonous plant of family Solanaceae. It is known as henbane. Atropine, hyoscyamin, and scopolamine are extracted from the Hyoscyamus niger. Erythroxylon cocoa, it belongs to family Erythroxylaceae. It is widely used as the source of cocaine. This cocaine is used as a stimulant. Similarly, this slide shows the nitrogen containing compounds. Cyanogenic glycoside It is a natural plant toxin. Cyanide is formed by the hydrolysis of cyanogenic glycoside. Glucosinolates found in cruciferous vegetables have an antibiotic-like effects. Glucobrasicin, these are the glucosinolate. It is a type of glucosinolate that can be found in almost all the cruciferous plants, as in broccoli, cabbage, and in mustard. Codeine and morphine are obtained from the plant Papaver somniferum, and alkaloid containing latex exuding from Papaver somniferum capsule. The codeine is extracted from the latex of Papaver somniferum capsule. Now, examples of amino acid origin of some alkaloids. We can say some alkaloids are originated from the amino acids, like quinine is originated from tryptophan, nicotine from ornithine aspartate, quinine from orthinin, morphine from tyrosine, and caffeine from aspartate, glycine, and glutamine amino acids. Terpenoids. Terpenes are a large class of secondary metabolites. Some are volatile and insoluble in water. They are biosynthesized from acetyl coenzyme and glycolytic intermediates. Whereas terpenoids are terpene-like substances or derivatives or modified terpenes. The terpenes are hydrocarbon, whereas terpenoids have been denatured by oxidation. The terpenoid constitute the largest class of natural products extensively applied in the industrial sectors as flavors, fragrances, spices, and also used in perfumery and cosmetics. Several terpenoids have their role in plant defense against biotic and abiotic stresses and as signal molecules to attract the insects for pollination. In higher plants, the conventional acetate mavaconic acid pathway operates mainly in the cytosol and mitochondria and synthesizes sterol, sesquiterpene, and ubiquinone. Here we see the classification of terpenoids and their occurrence. Terpenes are classified by the number of 5 carbon unit, which is known as isoterpenes. 5 carbon units isoterpene, when they contain 5 carbons, they are known as hemiterpenes. These hemiterpenes are found in oils and many volatile fragrance. 10 carbon terpenes, these are the 10 carbon terpenes, they are known as monoterpene. They contain 2 isoprene unit, they are called monoterpenes. They are mainly found in number of many volatile fragrances, herbs and spice oils, in citral and menthol. C15, 15 carbon terpenes, they have 3 isoprene units. They are found in oils, phytoalexin, antibiotics, and antifeedants. C20 terpene, 20 carbon terpenes, they have 4 isoprene units. They are known as diterpene. They are found in phytol, zebrailic acid, taxol, and phytoalexin. C13 terpenes, 30 carbon terpenes, they are 6 isoprene units. They are known as triterpenes. These triterpenes are found in brasinosteroids, phytoalexins, antifeedants. C40 terpene, 40 carbon terpene, they are known as tetraterpene, and they are found in carrot, that is in the form of carotenoid and abscisic acid, beta carotene and lycopene. They all are included in C40. It means tetraterpene terpenoids. More than 40 terpenes, more than 40 carbons, up to 100, they are known as polyterpene. These polyterpenes are found in natural and synthetic rubber for plastoquinones. These are the essential oils, terpenoids, that is limonene and menthol. Limonene from citrus fruits and menthol from mentha. Phenol. Phenol is an aromatic benzene ring compounds with one or more hydroxyl group produced by plants mainly for protection against stress. Phenolics play important role in plant development, particularly in lignin and pigment biosynthesis. It serves as defense against herbivores and pathogens. It absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiations. Phenol are the most pronounced secondary metabolite found in plants, and their distribution is shown throughout the entire metabolic process. Phenolic compounds are biosynthesized by three different pathways. The Shikimate pathway in plant is localized in the chloroplast. This pathway produces the phenyl propanate derivatives. The acetate malonate or polyketide pathway, which produces phenyl propanate including the large group of flavonoids. The aromatic amino acid phenylalanine synthesized in the shikimic acid pathway. It is the most common precursor of phenol containing amino acid and phenolic compounds. Let us see the biosynthesis of phenolic compound. Secondary metabolites are derived from primary metabolism. The intermediate compound of pentose phosphate pathway is erythrose 4-phosphate, and intermediate compound of the glycolysis is phosphoenol pyruvate. They biosynthesize the aromatic amino acid phenylalanine and tryptophan by shikimic acid pathway. The acetate malonate pathway produces large scale of flavonoids and phenolic compounds. It may be simple phenolics or complex phenolic compounds. These are the some phenolic compounds, examples of phenolic compounds. Chlorogenic acid is extracted from coffee beans. Cinnamaldehyde, which is found in cinnamon bark, that is dalchini, and clavicol and eugenol is found in cloves, that is long, and saffrol and myrcene is found in nutmegs. Lignin is a branched polymer of phenyl propanoid group. It gives rigidity to the cell wall, and it is also a phenolic compound. Gingerol is isolated from ginger rhizome. Nordihydrocapsaicin and capsaicin are found in red chili and green chili, and piperin is isolated from black pepper. Epicatechin and epigalactocatechin are found in green tea. Phenyl ethyl alcohol is found in orchid. Similarly, vanillin is a primary component of vanilla. This vanilla is also an orchid. Steroids. Steroids form a group of secondary metabolites having diversity in their structure and biological function. A steroid is a biological active organic compound characterized by a molecular structure of 17 carbon atoms arranged in 4 rings. Steroids have two principal biological functions as important component of cell membrane and as signaling molecules. Plant steroids are of two broad categories. Phytosterols, also called plant sterols. These are a group of steroid alcohol that occur naturally in plants. It is used as food additive in medicine and cosmetics. Second one is brasinosteroids such as brasinolid to elicit a response including the promotion of cell elongation and cell division. The other miscellaneous steroids are sterol. It is a steroid alcohol, cholesterol, it is an animal sterol, sapogenin, it is a derivative of steroid and the triterpenoid group. Cardiac glycosides are steroids having the ability to exert specific powerful action on the cardiac muscle. Antibiotics. The term antibiotics are coined by Salman Waxman in 1942. The secondary metabolite isolated from microbes and exhibit either antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal and antiprotozoal or anti-tumor and antiviral activities used to be called as antibiotics. Secondary metabolites are organic compounds produced by bacteria, fungi or plants which are not directly involved in the normal growth, development or the reproduction of the organism. Although antibiotics are not obligatory for sporulation, some secondary metabolites including antibiotics stimulate spore formation and inhibit or stimulate germination. The bacterial secondary metabolites are a source of many of the antibiotics, chemotherapeutic drugs, immune suppressants and other medicine. It is used to treat infections caused by microorganisms including fungi and protozoa. Now we see the culture of plant cells for the extraction of secondary metabolites. How we produce secondary metabolites by plant cell culture. To extract a large amount of desired metabolites, the plant cells are cultured in large size bioreactors. It involves in the following steps. Number 1, designing a bioreactor. The bioreactor is a large vessel made of translucent material. A stirrer is fitted in the vessel for the proper mixing of the air and the nutrients in the culture medium. This vessel is connected to two pipelines on the dorsal side. One pipeline is used to supply sterilized air into the culture. One end of this pipeline is usually kept immersed in culture. The other pipeline acts as an outlet to remove the expired air from the vessel. A pH meter is fitted on the one corner of the bioreactor. This is a structure of simple stirrer tank bioreactor. Second, selection of explant source. Explant must be taken from the appropriate organ which produce the novel compound in large amount. The production of azellmacin is restricted to the roots of Catharanthus roseus. The production of pyrethrin is restricted to the flower of chrysanthemum. So, we take in Catharanthus roseus as a root, as a explant, and pyrethrin, when we extracted pyrethrin, we are used the flowers of chrysanthemum. Number 3 is surface sterilization. The explant source is surface sterilized with ethanol or sodium hypochlorite or mercury chloride. It is then washed with distilled water. 4. Preparation of explant. The surface sterilized explant source is cut into small pieces. Each piece is used as the callus production, hence it is called explant. 5. Callus culture. The explant is Inoculated in a semi-solid medium in a flask, the flask is incubated at 29 degrees centigrade. An illumination of 3000 lux is provided to the flask. 2,4-D present in the medium induces cell division so that explant produces parenchymatous mass of cells. They are called the callus. 6. Suspension culture. The callus is cut into small pieces and inoculated in a medium containing 2,4-D and cytokinins in a flask. The flask is kept on the shaker system to provide agitation to the culture. The agitation breaks the callus into individual cells to form a callus suspension culture. 7. Cell plating. The suspension culture is diluted by adding still more amount of liquid medium. The diluted cell suspension is then transferred to the culture plate containing a semi-solid media. The culture plates are then incubated for a few days. During the incubation, the cells produce masses of cells. These are the clumps on the solid medium. 8. Testing of biosynthetic activity. The cell clumps are tested for their biosynthetic activity. The more productive clones are determined by using radioimmunoassay, high performance liquid chromatography, pigmentation of clones, etc. 9. Culture of more productive clones. The more productive clones are aseptically inoculated in the bioreactor containing the liquid medium. The physical and chemical condition of the medium are adjusted properly to affect the production of specific substances. The intensity of light and the pH of medium and temperature are adjusted for the better growth of the cells. The sterilized liquid medium is timely supplied to the bioreactor. Aeration is properly monitored by operating the stirrer. These are the stages of cell culture for the extraction of secondary metabolite through flow chart. Extraction of secondary metabolite. It is yield enhancement, how we increase the production of secondary metabolites. First, biotransformation. Second, immobilization. Third, hairy root culture. Fourth, iliicitus. Biotransformation. The conversion of one chemical into another, that is substrate into product, by using biological system which is a suspension, cell suspension, as biocatalyst is regarded as biotransformation. The biocatalyst can be microorganism, it may be plants or animal cells, either growing or in a quiescent state or a purified enzyme. So, the biocatalyst may be free or immobilized. A is substrate and B is product. When the conversion of substrate to product, any of biocatalyst is necessary. In biotransformation, it is necessary to select cell lines that possess the enzymes for catalyzing the desired reaction, that is hydroxylation, reduction or glycosylation. A good example of biotransformation by plant cell culture is the large scale production of cardiovascular drug digoxin. The callus of Digitalis lanata, it produces a higher amount of methyl digoxin when it is cultured in a medium containing methyl digitoxin, act as precursor for the synthesis of methyl digoxin. In the cell culture of Digitalis lanata, 15% of transformation occur within 24 hours and 70% of transformation is reported in the 7th day of culture. Second is immobilized cell culture. The cells are physically immobilized by entrapment. Beside individual cell, it is also possible to immobilize aggregate cell or even calluses Homogeneous suspension of cells homogeneous suspension of cells are most suitable for immobilization. Immobilization is one of the effective technique for the industrial production of some valuable chemical. It avoids the wastage of cells during the recovery of products. The common entrapment methods are: first, entrapment of cells in gel. The cells or the protoplasm can be entrapped in several gels, that is alginate, agar, agarose, carrageenan, polyacrylamide, used either individually or in combination. The gel arrests the free movement of cells and close together during the entrapment. Second, entrapment of cells in nets or foam. Polyurethane foam or net with various pore size are used. The actively growing plant cell in suspension can be immobilized on these foams. The cell divide within the compartments of foam and foam aggregates. Third, entrapment of cell in hollow fiber membranes. Tubular hollow fiber composed of cellulose acetate, silicon polycarbonate organized in parallel bundle are used for immobilization of cell. It is possible to entrap cell within and between the fibers. Membrane entrapment is mechanically stable but is more expensive than gel or foam immobilization. These are the synthesis of metabolites using immobilized cell of some plant species. This is a selected list of plant species with immobilized cell employed for the secondary metabolites. Plant species Catharanthus roseus. The method of immobilization is in agarose. Substrate is cathepsin and product is azalmacin. Digitalis lanata, immobilized in alginate. Substrate is digitoxin and product is digoxin. In Capsicum frutans, immobilized method is polyurethane foam. Substrate is sucrose and product is capsaicin. Catharanthus roseus, immobilized in alginate, agarose and carrageenan. Substrate is sucrose and product is azmalicin. Petunia hybrida, it is immobilized in hollow fibers. Substrate is sucrose and product is phenolics. Morinda citrifolia, immobilized method is in alginate, sucrose and substrate is sucrose and product is anthraquinone. And Solanum aviculare, entrapment in attachment polyethynyl beads and substrate is sucrose and product is steroid glycosides. Second is hairy root culture. Hairy root culture used for the production of roots associated metabolites. These culture have high growth rate and genetic stability. Cultured callus having cluster of rapidly branched hairy root is called hairy root clone. Root tips of plants are cultured in nutrient medium to produce callus. The callus is then infected with Agrobacterium rhizogens that contain RI plasmid. The bacterium transfers RI plasmid to callus cell. Infected cells of the callus produce cluster of hairy root. Taxol, it is a anti-tumor alkaloid present in Taxus brevifolia. Plant cannot be grown easily to hairy root clone are made by infecting the cultured callus with Agrobacterium rhizogens. This is the selected list of plant species used in hairy root culture for the production of secondary metabolites. Nicotiana tabacum, Atropa ballodina, Datura stramonium, Lithospermum erythrorhizon, Catranthus roseus, Mentha vulgaris, and Solanum laciniatum. These plant species are used in hairy root culture for the production of their corresponding secondary metabolites. Elysitis. Elysitis are the compound of biological origin which stimulates the production of secondary metabolites, and the phenomenon of such stimulation is referred to as elicitation. Elicitas are two types, biotic and abiotic elicitas. Biotic elicitas. Elicitas of biological origin are called biotic elicitas, that is, polysaccharides, protein, glycoprotein, or cell wall fragments from bacteria, fungi, etc. Second is abiotic elicitas. Elicitas of non-biological origin are called abiotic elicitas, that is, heavy metal ion, UV light, osmotic pressure, cold and heat, etc. Elicitors produced within the plant cells are endogenous, that is, pectin, pectic acid, cellulose, and other polysaccharides. When the elicitors are produced by the microorganism, they are referred as exogenous elicitors, that is, chitin, chitosan, glucan. The cell culture of Papaver somniferum produce codeine and morphine when the culture is invaded by some fungal spores. Similarly, the cell of the Phaseolus vulgare produce phaseolin when the cell culture is treated with a mild dose of fungal glycoprotein. The elicitor mediated biosynthesis of secondary metabolite is more rapid than that of normal cell culture. Further, the culture produces a large amount of metabolites. This is the selected list of plants use the elicitors to induce secondary metabolite. Elicitous microorganisms are Aspergillus niger. The plant cell culture is Cinchona ladergiana and Rubia tinctoria. The secondary metabolite is anthraquinone. In Catranthus roseus, elicitor microorganism is used Pythium aphanidermatum. The production of secondary metabolite is asmalicin and catranthine. In Botrytis species of microorganism used in the cell culture of Papaver somniferum to induce the production of secondary metabolite sanguinarin. In Apium graveolens, elicitor microorganism Fusarium fungal species is used for the production of secondary metabolite furan cocumarins. In Sanguinaria candidensis, Penicillium expansion microorganism is used for the production of alkaloid. And Daucus carota, in the Daucus carota plant cell culture is used with the elicitor microorganism Pythium aphanidermatum for the production of secondary metabolite anthocyanin. Secondary metabolite release and analysis. Separation and the purification of product from the plant cell culture are difficult. So effort is made them to make it cost effective. The two approaches are: first, the production of secondary metabolite should be high as possible. Second, formation of side products which interfere with separation must be made minimal. One good quality of the product is released into medium. Separation and purification techniques, that is extraction, can be used for its recovery. This mainly depends on the nature of secondary metabolites. Now, the factors affecting the production of secondary metabolite, it means the product yield. First, tissue origin genetic material. Plant cells are genetically totipotent. Therefore, proper environmental condition should be given so that any cell may be induced to produce any substance according to the characteristic of parental plant. However, it has been found that low yielding plant produce high content of products, and therefore such plant parts should be chosen where there is a highest concentration of desired product. Second, the culture conditions. Chemical composition of nutrient media influences the potential synthetic machinery, that is its biomass, and synthesis of secondary products. A balance should be maintained between the production of biomass and secondary products. Third, the selection and screening. Cell clones from better strain are selected, which is rather a difficult task. The more difficult work is to detect the very small amount of desired product present in single cell or small population of cells. Let us see the applications of secondary metabolites. Codeine is an alkaloid produced by plant Papaver somniferum. It is commercially used in pharmaceutical industry to produce analgesic drugs. Dioxazine is a steroid obtained from Dioscorea deltoida. It is used as infertility agent in pharmaceutical industry. Quinine is an alkaloid produced by Cinchona lederiana. It is used in pharmaceutical industry to produce anti-malarial drugs. Digoxin, it is a glucoside obtained from the plant Digitalis lanata, used in pharmaceutical industry to produce cardiotonic drugs. Scopolamine is also an alkaloid produced by Dhatura stramonium. It is commercially used in pharmaceutical industry to produce antihypertensive drugs. Vincristine is an alkaloid produced by Catharanthus roseus. It is used as anti-leukemic or anti-cancer drugs which are produced in pharmaceutical industry. Taxol is obtained from Taxus brevifolia, used in pharmaceutical industry to produce ovarian and breast cancer drugs. Pyrethrin is produced by the plant Chrysanthemum cineifolium. It is used as insecticide in agrochemical industry. Quinine is an alkaloid obtained from Cinchona lederiana. It is commercially used in food and drink industry as bittering agent. Jasmine is produced by the plant Jasminum, which used as perfume in cosmetic industry. Saffron is produced by the plant Crocus sativa. It is commercially used in food industry as flavoring and coloring agents. These are the natural colors which are also found as secondary metabolites. Number of pigments which are found in the plants like saffron, anthocyanin, carotenoid, carotene, chlorophyll, curcumin, iron oxide, riboflavin, titanium dioxides. These are the references. These are the references, the books and the websites which are used by me for the preparation of this topic, production of secondary metabolite. Thank you. If any queries, please contact me in my web ID prakash.saluja@yahoo.com. Thank you again.